Next on KMTV Action 3 News, live at midday, preparing for nightmare weather. The city of Omaha gets ready for what could be a very icy and dangerous weekend. The steps they're taking ahead of the storm. Plus, begging for justice. The family of a man someone deliberately ran over makes an emotional plea. And plans to transform a parking lot across the street from the CenturyLink Center into a destination spot. What that entails. Hi, I'm Lindsay Thies. KMTV Action 3 News live at midday is next.
Honey, aren't we having friends over? It reeks in here.
I know. I stole the other team's mascot for good luck.
We need to wash this room.
Wash it?
Yeah, wash it with Febreze.
For all the things you can't wash, use Febreze Fabric Refresher.
Wow.
It really smells great in here.
And try pluggable Febreze with up to 4 times the freshness in one refill. Pluggable Febreze and Fabric Refresher. 2 more ways to breathe happy.
Channel 94.1. Omaha's #1 hit music station. All the hits, one great radio station. With a big party show mornings from 5 to 10. Omaha's #1 hit music station. Channel 94.1.
A new day begins in Omaha, and a new face is working to get you ready for whatever the day brings. Emily Zink joins the Action 3 News This Morning team. A familiar face bringing award-winning experience covering the big stories of the Metro. Determined to be your source for the news you need to start your day. Start your mornings off right with Emily Zink on KMTV Action 3 News This Morning. Papillion. Thanks for watching KMTV3. KMTV Action 3 News live at midday starts now with your Weather Alert first forecast.
All right, once again, we're doing okay on this Friday. Obviously, a lot of notice with the upcoming winter storm here, which we're going to get into a lot more in just a little bit. In advance of that, it's just cloudy, cold 18 with the northeast wind at 7. And you can see most temperatures across the metro right now. Mid to upper teens. Been a slow climb so far. Brentwood, you're at 17. Carter Lake, Council Bluffs, both neighborhood temperatures there coming in at 18. All right, here's the winter storm watch. Again, this was issued by the National Weather Service last night and again reaffirmed early this morning. Plenty of notice here with this system. These don't actually go into effect until Sunday morning at 6 a.m. and they run for 2 days until Tuesday morning, same time frame there. We have advanced or elevated the watch to an ice storm warning for most of Kansas and Missouri. Other than a few flurries northeast of us, there's not a whole lot going on right now. So cloudy, cold today, tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night. That keeps Threat Tracker in the green or low category, which means you can go have fun, enjoy the start of your weekend. And then it looks like the mix may start as sleet and snow on Sunday. And then the concern is freezing rain. We'll get into when that happens coming up, Linz, in about 10 minutes.
We'll be listening for that. Thanks, Ryan. Well, you just heard about that icy weather heading our way. The city of Omaha is already getting ahead of that possibly icy weather. Good afternoon. I'm Lindsay Thies. City road crews are hitting the streets at this hour to pre-treat the streets with a brine solution. OPD crews are also bracing for what could be a long weekend of power outages if the ice accumulates on power lines. The city of Omaha plans to lay out its entire storm preparation and response plans at 2 o'clock. You can bet we will be carrying that news conference live, not just on air here, but on KMTV.com as well as our Facebook page. In Lincoln, street crews have been out since midnight pre-treating roads, bus routes, and school routes with brine. They hoped that they would be wrapping up pre-treatment right about now. Crews will be on standby in Lincoln throughout the weekend to spread salt or sand on the streets if they begin to ice over. The Federal Emergency Management Agency says anyone living in Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, or Missouri should not overlook this storm. FEMA tweeted this, saying that the storm could cause power outages and make for extremely dangerous road conditions. You're urged to make a plan and have necessary supplies now for both your home and your car. And ice is already starting to cause problems in Oklahoma and Missouri with this storm. A sand truck overturned overnight near Tulsa while trying to deal with the icy roads. Dozens of schools canceled classes today. In St. Louis, a number of flights have been canceled, and Governor Eric Greitens has declared a state of emergency. Moving to other news now, Omaha police are investigating an overnight assault that left a man badly hurt. Officers arrived at a home near 129th and Corby around 1:30 this morning. Police say the victim got into a fight with his girlfriend's son. He has a head injury that could be life-threatening. Officers took the 24-year-old suspect into custody. Council Bluffs police arrested a father after his infant son was seriously injured. Take a look at this. Jack Williams, this guy's in the Potawatomi County Jail. He's facing charges of child endangerment resulting in serious injury. Police say paramedics responded to a call of a 4-month-old not breathing at the American Inn Motel. That's on South 24th Street just before 2 a.m. Thursday. The baby was taken to Jeannie Edmondson Hospital. Emergency room staff found injuries consistent with physical abuse. The child was transferred to the Children's Hospital in Omaha. He's still there, is in critical condition right now. And new this morning, the family of a man who police say was deliberately run over and killed is begging for justice. Seth Hansen's family spoke publicly just a short time ago at Omaha Police Department headquarters. Investigators say the driver of this white Ford F-150 Super Crew pickup intentionally ran over and killed Hansen at the Speedy Mart near 138th and Maple early Saturday morning. He worked there. This morning, Hansen's family made an emotional plea for someone to come forward.
There's a hole. They will go away, but for the people that have any information or did this, there's a chip on all of our shoulders that is on your shoulder. That's us saying, help us, come forward, do the right thing, because Seth would.
Police are asking with anyone for information on this truck or any information about Seth Hansen's murder to call Crime Stoppers. You see that number on the bottom of your screen. That number is 402-444-STOP. Omaha police have arrested a man for that early Wednesday morning shooting in the Nebraska Furniture Mart parking lot we told you about earlier this week. Officers booked 19-year-old Ryan Blaha on first-degree felony assault and other charges. Investigators believe he shot Jared Clausen as Clausen walked into work Wednesday morning a little before 5. Omaha police tell KMTV Clausen remains in critical but stable condition at Nebraska Medicine. And a new announcement from Offutt Air Force Base on security there this morning. The base will now allow certain people to carry concealed weapons. Qualified, active, or retired police officers are now authorized to carry privately owned guns on base. Military leaders believe this is a way that they can protect anyone on base from an active shooter or workplace violence. And new plans are out for a multi-million-dollar mixed-use development near the CenturyLink Center. Mecca has published this plan to transform Lot B, which is right next to the link, to a mixed-use entertainment development. Creighton, the NCAA, also contributed to the report. Now rendering show restaurants, stores, apartments, open space, and even another hotel to this plan. The estimated $125 million project also addresses parking concerns, suggesting adding a garage to replace the 850 spots that would be lost. We spoke with Mecca this morning, and we'll have more details on this in our later newscasts. A popular wine and spirits restaurant is getting ready to say goodbye to Midtown and West Omaha customers. If you've been to Bricks, you might know this location. Well, they plan to close this Village Point location as well as the Midtown Crossing location. The owner says that sales have dropped and costs have gone up. Both stores had signs on their door Thursday announcing the closing. Around the nation today, an Arizona state trooper is recovering after he was ambushed and shot twice as he stopped to investigate a car accident outside of Phoenix. As Hannah Daniels explains, a passing motorist came to his rescue.
Hello, officer down, outside Tonopah. Come in, please.
A panicked motorist used Arizona Trooper Edward Anderson's two-way radio to alert police that the 27-year veteran had been shot in the middle of Interstate 10.
He's in real bad shape. Please send air support. Helicopter, please.
The drama unfolded early in the morning when Anderson was responding to a 911 call that someone was shooting on the dark freeway. When he arrived, he saw this rollover car accident. While the officer was setting up warning flares, investigators say the suspect opened fire.
And it's the middle of nowhere. It's dark. It's pitch black. And there's cars whizzing by at 80, 85 miles an hour. And someone come out of the darkness and immediately shoot you.
A passing motorist headed to California with his wife saw Trooper Anderson wrestling with the suspect and knew he was in trouble. The driver pulled over and got out of his car.
The trooper says, "Please help me." That person retreats back to his vehicle, removes his own weapon from the vehicle, confronts the suspect. The uninvolved third party fires, striking and killing the suspect.
Anderson was rushed to a local hospital where he remains in serious but stable condition this morning. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
The female driver in the crash Officer Anderson responded to died. Investigators have not ID'd the suspect. And Detroit firefighters had their hands full battling a fire at a bus garage overnight. Look at those flames, my goodness. The fire began around 1:30 this morning. Crews reported several minor explosions as they worked to put out the 2-alarm fire, which was contained around 3 a.m. Now, they're still investigating the cause of the fire. It damaged at least 10 buses, and that impacted the routes there throughout the day. My goodness, between the weather and the fires,
What a
mess all over the place. Yeah. And, we're getting ready for some of that mess here.
We are, and it's getting a lot of attention, a lot of play, a lot of hype, if you will.
Yeah.
The good reason for that is because it's ice as opposed to snow that's in the forecast. It's not going to be a major snowstorm for us, but it only takes a little bit of ice to cause a lot of problems. So that's why it's getting a lot of play here, and folks are kind of braced for that. We hope it doesn't end up being that bad, but again, got to kind of plan on the worst with ice.
Well, and you saw, that ice earlier this week, and lots of slips and falls and people going to the hospital. So, we want to make sure that they're okay.
And we may be in a very similar situation to that Monday morning where the air temperature may actually say 33, 34, 35. So you're like, oh. And then you get out there, the ground temperature is 29, 30, and it's an ice skating rink.
It's a big mess.
Yeah, so.
Well, I know you're following it.
We're all over this.
We're all watching it. And we will definitely, like we said earlier, the city is going to be announcing their plan today at 2 o'clock that we will carry live as well. Okay. So stay tuned for that. Look forward to more with Ryan. So if you are the owner of a ski resort, when it comes to weather, you're probably thinking, oh, snow, I would love that.
You think great, right?
Yeah, look at those beautiful pictures. But there is such a thing as too much of a good thing this week. We'll tell you where and how much snow. Well, look at all that. 12:10 right now. You are watching KMTV Action 3 News live at midday.
It's the most important job you'll ever have, raising your kids. And you care about every detail. But do you know what happened at school today? What are they learning? How do our schools compare? What programs can we be proud of? At KMTV, we care about your kids. That's why our team takes you in the classroom every Tuesday and Thursday on Action 3 News, making your busy job as a parent a little more informed. In the classroom on Action 3 News.
Get your next epic win. Watch the list.
To look and feel great.
Start the year off right.
Take back my health.
You've got the goals. Nebraska Furniture Mart has the deals. All fitness accessories are on sale. Find amazing prices on the latest fitness technology and home gym equipment. And stretch your budget with financing and free driveway delivery on qualifying purchases. Explore 40 fitness machines, 200 accessories, and 50 trackers on display. Get fit for less and enter to win a home gym from Nebraska Furniture Mart.
It's winter clearance at Lebeda Mattress Factory. Save now on mattress sets, adjustable beds, latex and memory foam beds, bedroom furniture. Save on everything. Get Lebeda's Joy Springs Pillow Plush Queen Set. Now only $5.99 with free delivery and a free bed frame. Queen Pillow Top mattresses start at just $2.99. Twin, full, queen, and king. All sizes are on sale. Plus, take 4 years to pay with no interest. Great mattresses. Great savings at Lebeda.
I'm Weather Alert Team Meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin. When we have dangerously cold temperatures in the forecast, I know there are people out there, people we know and see every day, that don't have what they need to stay warm. So we're partnering with Heartland Hope Mission and Nebraska Furniture Mart to do something about it.
Jennifer's warmth for winter. January 12th through the 23rd, drop off new or gently used coats, hats, gloves, or blankets at Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Join me in donating and help keep our neighbors warm.
Elkhorn, thanks for watching KMTV3. Now, your weather alert forecast.
All right, let's get right to it with our weather forecast here. Once again, gray skies as we look from our Harris Casino camera. Look at all the ice flows. Boy, you can see that just trucking on down the Missouri there. Back into the city, gray and cold this afternoon. Right now, 18. Fortunately, the winds are light out of the northeast at 7. It's a little bit colder to the north, low to mid-teens there right now. Denison, you're at 14. but it does warm to the south. We've made it up to 26 down in Fall City, and fortunately the winds are pretty light. Still knocks what it feels like down about 5 or 10 degrees the air temperature to the current wind chill, which sits at 9, and that's a common one. Fremont, Omaha, Plattsmouth, Nebraska City, all checking in with that number right now. All right, here's the moisture kind of coming with the main storm system. I've called part 2 kind of the mothership here. This is the big one that's going to get us on Sunday. There's actually some disturbed weather along that front. Moisture is beginning to run over the top of that with low pressure kind of over the lee side of the Rockies here. And already we're starting to see at least some freezing drizzle and a little bit of sleet kind of on the south end of those advisories and warnings. Oklahoma City, really right up the I-44 corridor, Tulsa through Springfield, Missouri towards St. Louis, all seeing that. And again, this is a little underdone out here. The mountains and the radar, they don't get along. The radar beam runs into the side of those boulders and doesn't really pick up everything that's happening. So trust me, there's more than meets the eye over the southwestern United States right now. Back close to home, once again, we are under the winter storm watch. It actually doesn't kick in for 2 more days, and then it runs for 2 more after that. So Sunday morning through Tuesday morning, although the worst of this probably coming right in the middle of this watch, I'm thinking Sunday night into very first thing Monday morning, that may be where we have to watch stuff quite a bit here. And you can see we're not alone. Those watches yesterday have been elevated or promoted to ice storm warnings down to the south. So as I was saying, travel to KC may not be the best. If you have to go or you're headed down the Chiefs game, boy, take it easy. I'd try to leave like now, this afternoon. You may have some breaks and opportunities tomorrow too as the next system cranks up, but by late tomorrow and tomorrow night, Sunday morning, it's not going to be good headed from here to the south, that's for sure. For us, again, we'll wait and see what the National Weather Service does with those advisories and watches as we head through time. Otherwise, light snow and flurries tail off to the north of us. We'll hit about 24 this afternoon and then drop back in the mid-teens tonight. So it's not going to be terribly cold, just seasonably. So in fact, tomorrow we actually get close to our normal high of 32. So here's that main system again, part 1. This will again stay south of us. This one will get us as we head towards the second half of the weekend into early next week. And if you take everything that falls, and it's going to be a combination of sleet, snow, freezing rain, and maybe plain old rain, melted down, we get about 8/10, heaviest to the southwest of us. Snow, a lot of folks are saying, hey, you know, how close are we to getting snow out of this? It's not far, and we'll see some, I think, especially as it starts. The better chance for the heavy snow probably back, say, from central into southwestern parts of Nebraska. Now, ice accumulation, this is what I'm concerned about. Our latest model has about 2/10. That's kind of on the low end of concern. You start getting any more than that, then you get the heavy power outages, the tree damage, stuff like that. Obviously, untreated surfaces, this is enough to really cause some travel problems and maybe some minor tree damage. We'll watch this again because that's going to be the key is how much of this, so you can see the other model a little bit less that'll update this afternoon. How much are we going to get? And this is a quick look at the scale again. Disruptive is what we're thinking, kind of the lower end of the category. You get to that 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, then you start getting more power outages, trees break, and then obviously you get a 1/2 inch to 1 inch ice. I don't think we're going to get that, by the way. That's where you have major, major problems, and it's a full-blown ice storm. So for us today, just mostly cloudy, cold, east winds light, winds stay light tonight as we drop to 16, back to 32 tomorrow, and we're dry today, tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night. So if you want to get out and enjoy your weekend, you can. And then sleet and snow first. So it's not even the worst of it Sunday. I think that's just light sleet, light snow on and off through the day. Sunday night, Monday, that's where we get into that freezing rain threat. And as I was saying, temperatures may actually be above freezing a little bit Monday morning, but the ground temperature is going to take a while to thaw out there, so keep that in mind. Linz, it does look like we may go to plain old rain in the afternoon as temperatures warm up, and then we may go back to some light snow or flurries before it ends Tuesday. And there's no real cold air behind this. We actually get warmer next week. And with a little snow and sleet in the forecast, we'll see how Snowcast does with that. But our concern is freezing rain, especially Sunday night, early Monday morning.
Yeah, we'll definitely be watching that. Thanks, Ryan. The winter freeze is here to stay for a few weeks. You just heard about the ice storm, that cold weather. Well, when it comes to something like that, a coat, a pair of gloves, a blanket can go a long way for those in need. KMTV is proud to work with the Heartland Hope Mission for the Jennifer's Warmth for Winter campaign. You can donate your coats, hats, gloves, blankets, any of that warm weather stuff now until January 23rd at Nebraska Furniture Mart. Jennifer Zeppelin will also be on hand at the Mart January 21st to take donations. All items go directly to those who need them. In Idaho, the problem is too much snow at one ski resort. This week alone, the Soldier Mountain Resort received 35 to 40 inches of snow. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's on top of the 18 inches that fell there last week. The resort had to shut down Thursday in order to dig out and get the ski run suitable. Workers also had to use explosives to break snow free and avoid avalanches. Ugh, definitely don't want to have to deal with that. That's a lot of snow there. All right, well, still to come. There's soy milk, almond milk, cow's milk, lots of different milk these days. Up next, the new push in Washington to define milk as dairy only. But first, we want to show you the action on Wall Street. 12:18, stay.
We have an incoming missile.
If there's anyone who can survive this, it's Mac.
I'm gonna use this to charge the sat phone so we can call for help. I need to join that storm.
Hey, don't die.
It's a plan.
New MacGyver. Then.
Leaving is a monumental decision. You've changed me and allowed me to grow. I love you.
Mahalo, Max. New Hawaii Five-0 after a new MacGyver, CBS tonight.
To prepare Nebraska's children to enter the workforce as productive adults.
Leading economists agree that it is essential for our state to invest in high-quality care during their first 5 years.
It not only increases their earning potential, but also enables them to contribute more to their communities as productive citizens.
Giving children the right start will enhance the quality of our workforce and strengthen our economy.
Let's go to work.
Find out more at first5nebraska.org.
Mike DiGiacomo, Mary Nelson, The Morning Blend, weekdays at 9 on KMTV. Everyone knows KMTV Action 3 News has news, weather, and traffic in the mornings. It's what we do, right? But did you know Early Riser is the only morning show in Omaha with 2 meteorologists giving you a full half hour of nothing but weather? And did you know Ryan McPike is Omaha's most experienced meteorologist in the morning, helping you plan your day? Well, now you know. KMTV Action 3 News this morning with Emily Zink, Ryan McPike, and Matt Monroe. We'll see you in the morning.
To prepare Nebraska's children to enter the workforce as productive adults.
Leading economists agree that it is essential for our state to invest in high-quality care during their first 5 years.
It not only increases their earning potential, but also enables them to contribute more to their communities as productive citizens.
Giving children the right start will enhance the quality of our workforce and strengthen our economy.
Let's go to work.
Find out more at first5nebraska.org.
This week on The Morning Blend, a sneak peek at some of the dresses you'll find for just $30 at the Ultra Chic Boutique. An Omaha favorite, Beehive, is back, and comedian Phil Hanley makes his blend debut. Join us weekdays at 9.
Glenwood, thanks for watching KMTV3.
From almond milk to soy, I mean, we like cashew milk in our house. There's all different kinds. Well, now one Wisconsin senator is taking the fight to define milk as dairy only. Reporter Holly Chilson explains the debate in Washington.
Milk. The product that helps make the dairy state, well, the dairy state.
Well, I think that's the only thing you can drink. Keep the farmers going.
But lately, other products are giving milk a run for its money.
Products like almond milk and soy milk, dairy farmers and producers say it's not really milk, so why is it labeled as such? After all, these products don't come from a cow, but rather from plants and nuts, things you can't milk.
Our farmers, our milk processors, work very hard to meet high Food and Drug Administration standards of nutrition and quality.
The debate has made its way to Washington, D.C., where lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are working hard to get the FDA to step up on regulations.
We've had issues with the price of our dairy products. We've seen, little pieces of the market share being taken away by plant-based substances.
Democratic State Senator Tammy Baldwin introduced legislation Thursday called the Dairy Pride Act.
Dairy Pride simply tells the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, to enforce its current laws and make sure that imitators aren't allowed to pretend they're milk.
A clear definition and relabel of products, both Baldwin and Duffy say, will help dairy farmers and producers in the end.
It really does cut into our dairy industry.
Through that labeling, clarity that's going to hopefully come from the FDA, I think you're going to see a shoring up of the milk market, at least to a small degree.
A salute to Bessie here and the farmers that work hard to provide a nutritious glass of Wisconsin's finest.
Senator Baldwin's Dairy Pride Act will also require the FDA to report to Congress 2 years after the enactment to hold the agency accountable for their enforcement obligations. Well, we want to give you a live look at downtown Omaha, 1224. You see some of that ice on the river, more ice coming our way. We will have much more about this calm before the storm and what to expect this weekend. Ryan will have one more check of your forecast after this.
OSI, your source for Nebraska sports, brings you 90 minutes of Husker highlights, Sunday nights on KMTV3. It all starts with Adam Kruger and Ben Stevens on Omaha Sports Insider Sunday, followed by the inside scoop on the Husker hardwood on the Bank of the West Nebraska basketball show. Then Inside Nebraska with Greg Sharp and an in-depth look at Husker athletics. Join us Sunday following Action 3 News at 10 on KMTV3. OSI, your Husker sports source.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
At Renewal by Andersen, we're celebrating 2017.
With 17.
Make the call today and get the window replacement process over 500,000 people love, and save 17% off every window, patio door, and upgrade.
Save 17% plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for 17 months. That's 17% off in 17.
One call, get you the complete job at Renewal by Andersen.
Renewal by Andersen, we love our new windows.
At Menards, home improvement means saving big, because right now you'll get an 11% rebate on everything in the store, including thousands of sale items. Whether it's simple updates or large renovations, you'll save 11% on all of it. Now's the perfect time to finish those projects and get ready for the next big thing. Stop waiting and start saving with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale price items, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Your flooring says a lot about your home, and your home says a lot about you. Find your style with new floors from Nebraska Furniture Mart. 5 Frees makes it easy. Buy any Shaw carpet and pad and get free in-home measurement, free basic installation, free furniture move, free take-up of existing carpet, free haul away, plus use 24-month financing. Updating your floor has never been easier. Your home says a lot about you. Decide what you want to say at Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Well, you know, we're kind of at that point where it's Friday, and we're all so excited about that, but it seems like if there's stuff we got to get done in the next couple of days or this weekend, it's today.
And we have time, Lynn, for sure. I think we're going to be quiet this afternoon. Tonight, if you want to go out and celebrate Friday night, a lot of folks do and will.
Yes,
it's just going to be cold, we'll be dry. Tomorrow's fine, tomorrow night's okay. It's Sunday, even in the morning we could see some light precip start. I think that may be a combination. You see on the 7-day there, some sleet and snow. My concern is, and why this weather system is getting so much attention and so much play, is because there is going to be that opportunity for plain old rain to come down and freeze on contact, thus the freezing rain. That may be Sunday night, first thing Monday morning, so we'll have to watch for that. That's the big thing we're watching, and then things improve after that.
Well, be sure, you know, if you haven't, not just to download Snowcast, but download our KMTV Action 3 News app, and we'll definitely carry that city update at 2 o'clock about their plans for snow coverage.